Hey everybody, welcome to Algo Prep Master, and in this video I'm going to show you how to build a React Native app into an APK and install it on an Android phone. Now I know I've already made a video that's very similar to this. I made a video on how to turn a React Native Expo app into an APK using a service called EAS, Expo Application Services. It's basically kind of like a cloud service that builds the app for you, which is great. It runs on their own virtual machine and it builds most of the times error free. The only issue with it is that if you don't have a paid membership, you're gonna have to wait in a queue. So there's a few ways around it, and in this video I'm going to show you one of the simple ways on how to build an Android APK without having to use Expo application services. And basically we're just gonna use like a very simple app and turn it into an APK without having to wait in a queue. Very simple, very fast. So let's grab our laptops and start coding. So the first step would be to create our app. I'm going to be using npx create React Native app. I'm just going to call it task calendar because that's kind of what it is. Um, Basically a default new app. So in this implementation I'm using JavaScript, and I would recommend to start it like that. Even if you're trying TypeScript, you can convert it because this way you get the iOS and Android packages pre-built, which is pretty cool. All right, so the first thing that we want to do is navigate to package.json. Where it says start, we want to delete the dev client and just have a regular Expo start. Next thing, we'll want to develop our app, basically build whatever we want to build. Now, for the sake of this video, I built just a very simple calendar app that basically lets you add tasks on a given day of the week. You can, if you want, I'll leave the GitHub repo in the description. You can copy the code. I would not recommend to try to clone the package if you're trying to build the app into an APK, because I did not include the Android and iOS packages in there. So if you want to try this exact implementation yourself, I would recommend to just create your own React app and then copy the code that I have from GitHub into your own app that you created. So I can give you a quick rundown of the app. It's pretty much like a very simple monthly calendar that lets you click on a given day and create a task. And yeah, I know it's not perfect, um, but it's something that I wanted to build for myself, and it's obviously not finished. But I just wanted to show you guys how to build something very simple. All right, so we're almost at the fun time. We're almost at the part where we can actually build the app. We just have to make sure that our development environment is correct. So one tool that I highly recommend is use the React Native Doctor. The command is just npx React Native Doctor. And what that does, it basically shows you which environment variable you have and which you don't. Now, the most important ones, you want to have your JDK, your Java Development Kit, at the one that's supported by React Native at the time. So at the time of this recording, it's 17. So I verified that I'm running JDK 17. Another very important thing is the Gradle. That's a build tool for Android builds. I'll also I'll leave a link of a video on how to install that. You got to make sure that you have Android Home in your environment variables, and that's about it. It's the most important ones. As you can see, it's giving me an X for SDK for some reason, but I'm still able to build like that. All right, so after we verified that our environment variables are correct, the last step would be just to build the app. So we're gonna go into the Android folder and run a command called Gradle assemble release. This will trigger the build, and all we have to do is wait to see if it builds or fails. All right, so now the build is successful. We're gonna go into Android app, build, outputs, APK release. We're gonna copy the path, and we're gonna paste it inside of a Windows folder. And this is where our APK output is. Now, all we have to do is just drag it into our physical device or install it on the emulator. Yeah, now all that's left to do is just to install it on your physical device and verify that it works. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and really hope that this tutorial was helpful. And until the next one, peace out.